Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Minecraft 1.9 automatic fishing tutorial, where I'll show you exactly how to build a machine that will let you auto fish, where you can get a whole bunch of treasure, where we can take advantage of all the new stuff available in 1.9 just by using this fishing system right here. So let's get into this thing right now. So what you're going to need for this farm is you're going to need these materials exactly. So you're going to need 4 chests, some building blocks, whatever building blocks, does not matter, a piece of string, iron trapdoor, water bucket, a cobblestone wall, any type of carpet, does not matter, redstone torch, 2 trip wire hooks, 4 hoppers, 1 lever, 2 droppers, 4 redstone repeaters, 12 redstone, and a fishing rod of your choice. So let's get into making this thing. Okay, so to make this final product, this is what it's going to look like. We're going to want to start off by making a 3 high pillar, just like this, and going across to, and then down to right underneath, down to like that. So you kind of got this doorway, and then we're going to want to remove these bottom blocks, go behind it, and just extend these out by 1, and remove this block. This is just going to be the start of the frame, and then we're just going to want to go over 1 more, go down, go up 1, and then we just want to go up 1 over here, down 1 right there, and then we're going to connect this back together just like that. So this is what your final product or your frame is going to be that we're working with for this whole time. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to use our redstone. We're just going to get every single piece laid out where it needs to be to get the actual fisher part working, and we'll focus on another part afterwards. But we're just going to lay 3 redstone across the top like this, 1 right there, 3 across the top like that, and then we're going to connect 2 just like that. So we're only leaving 3 blocks open, this block right here, this block right here, and this block at the end right there. Next, we're going to want to take our 1 redstone torch that we have. Let's get that in our inventory and place that right there. And what this is going to do is this is going to invert the signal. So you'll see exactly why in just a sec. Now we need to connect the signal to the other side. So we're going to take 2 of our repeaters and we're going to go 1 right here and set this to 3 ticks just like that. So you tap on it twice so that this thing is not all the way. You do not want it right there. You want it 1 before the very end. And then we're just going to have 1 more right here. And once we place this one down, what we're going to have is we're going to create a clock. So watch this, we place it down, and now all of a sudden we have a clock. It's just going around and around and around. But we don't want that clock always running, so when we are done, we're just going to place a lever right here, and we're going to flick it on, and that leaves this locked right here, and it stops the clock from going. Okay, so the next thing we're going to set up is we're going to set up this little dropper system right here that allows you to get a fresh fishing rod every time one of yours breaks. So it's very, very easy to use. All we got to do is go directly below this block right here on the edge. We're going to go down 1. We're going to place a redstone repeater. Make sure you've placed a block down right like that. Then we're going to go redstone. Going to dig down 1 block and put a redstone repeater. Leave this block, and then we're going to dig down this block right here and place another redstone. Now, what you can do to make life a little easier is you can just get rid of a 3x3 like this, and this will make your life a little easier to work with the redstone that we are now going to be doing. Next, we're going to grab our droppers, and let's place this first one so it's facing up. Let's go place it up like that, and then we're just going to want to shift click and face this next dropper facing out towards us. And take a hopper, shift click onto this bottom one, and there we go. That's just like that, very, very simple. And we're going to take another hopper to this side, shift click, so it's going into this hopper. Okay, so we're going to create a little cycle right here, and right here is where you're going to place your fishing rods to go in. Just to complete this off, shift click and place your carpet over top of this this little hopper right here. That way, none of your items that you don't want to get sucked down into this hopper can, and you can actually stand on there with no problems. We're now going to add in the chest that lets you get your items from this fishing farm and lets you put items back into it like more fishing rods. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to place a chest right there, and you can place a chest facing whichever direction. I'm going to try and get this so it faces the same direction just by doing that. We're placing a double chest right there, and we can actually fill in this bottom part now because we don't really need it. And then let's place a double chest right like this, facing there, and we'll do the same thing, go to this side by shift clicking, finding that corner, and doing that. Now we just want to set up our hopper system to get into this chest, because this chest right here is going to be our loot system. So how do we do that? We do that by shift clicking a hopper, going into this chest right there, see how that's directed right into there, and then going over here and shift clicking into this hopper, so that is going like that. We're also going to want to grab, I forgot to mention this at the start, we're going to need a pressure plate. Just realized I forgot to mention that. A stone pressure plate like that. We don't need any more redstone. And we're going to shift click a stone pressure plate on top of that right there. So this is the system we now have. We've got our dropper system all set up and ready to go, and our hopper system is all ready now. All we need to do is include the trap door and the water, and we're pretty much done. So let's get started on with that now. So the first thing we're going to want to do is place the cobblestone wall one behind where we just placed this hopper with the stone pressure plate. So let's place that down like that, and let's grab our iron trap door, and we're going to go directly behind it onto this block right here. Now we got to go down one block so that we can actually click this down. So place a random block right in this hole right here, and then take your iron trap door, place it on the top. So it's going like that. And you want to make sure it is going back to this block right here. You don't want to place it on this side. You don't want to place it on this side. You want it right on this side right here. So it's level with this block and it's touching the back block. That is very important. Otherwise this thing will not work. We are now safe to place our water in. So let's place the water just like that, and as you can see, no water will flow out from anywhere because we have all the sides covered. That's what this pressure plate is for, and that's what this trapdoor is for, so no water can get out. We're pretty much done now. All we got to do is take our tripwire hook like this, place it right there, one, plus the second one right there, and as you can see, this redstone is now going to be going into the trapdoor, and grab our string, and we're just going to want to click on this, and that will connect. And there you have it. The fishing farm is done. It is a very easy design to do. We're just going to activate that, and as you can see, every time it goes around, it's just going to keep activating that clock. But anytime that this tripwire is stepped on, it's going to leave that door open, and I'll show you exactly why you want that to happen. So when we grab our fishing rod like this, and we hold onto this door, now it takes a little second to find it. Once this fishing rod is touching that tripwire, it stops the clock. And so it's going around and around and around, and once it touches it, it stops it, and it's waiting for a fish to come now. So once we get that fish, there it is, you can see that it starts activating once we release. Now you can do anything. You can actually hold it down. This can be AFKable. All you got to do is place something on your mouse pad or whatever it is on your right click, and this will get you lots and lots of items. But, I mean, you can test that out for yourself. We don't need to do that anymore. It does work. As you can see, our loot goes right into this chest. Now, if you wish to, you can always extend this hopper system out further, and you can create like a little storage room for all your fishing items. It's highly recommended if you're going to AFK at it for a long time, but I mean, it's not needed. Now, the very last thing that we got to do is we got to grab a door. And we're just going to grab a dark oak, does not matter which door, and we're just going to want to go on the inner part like this, boom, and we're just going to create a little door. And what this is going to do is when we close that door, any items that get pushed out, so like fishing rods, so let's place this down, lure, just like that, and you will see when we activate it, it will eventually come to us. So it just cycles through. So this is the chest you want to place all of your fishing rods, and the door just makes sure that these items don't go flying out. That's all it is. You can easily make this thing look nice just by building up around whatever you so wish to do. You know, you can do all this. Any block that you place down is fine as long as you make sure you don't place a block on top of these redstone parts right here. Otherwise, it will cut the redstone wire and it will break your whole system. So you don't want to do that. So be careful when you're placing the blocks that you don't place it on top of these two redstones right here, but everywhere else is fine. So guys, if you did enjoy, please remember to leave a like. Be sure to check out all my other videos. I have other tutorials if you are interested, and I have lots of other content on this channel as well. So like I said, be sure to leave a like, share it with your friends if it helped you, and comment down below if you have any questions. I will hopefully be able to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.